Hello guys, PJ back again with Destiny again. Now at this time of the week normally I would look at Zor and see where he is and see what he's got for sale. That is not going to change, I will still be doing that. However, I also want to cover a few bits and bobs that might help you prepare for Shadowkeep launch. Now you may think, well, prepare? What's to prepare? There's a few things you can do to help yourself out. Okay, now it's the last weekend before it launches. We know it's going down for 24-hour maintenance prior to it launching. But here's what I feel you can do to help yourself. The first thing, you may notice there that I was on the EDZ and I'm currently flying to a forge. Okay. Now you may not have heard about forge farming. What you do with forge basically is equip your character to a lower light level, or power level as it is now, sorry, old school player here. So there I'm 308, I mean I'm a 750 character here, yeah, but we'll just put any old random rubbish on just to get that power level right the way down to 308. Now then, the reason we want to do that is because when we get to the forge, we want it to matchmake with other people that want to farm the forge. Okay, so you don't want to interfere with people that want to actually do the forge correctly and earn rewards from it. That wouldn't be very fair, you know, because if you're AFK you're going to get reported, you know, etc. Not good. So that's the deal. Okay, now let's go to the forge. Now the idea with this is you leave it for, I don't know, overnight, while you go to work, school, whatever. You just leave it running, because what it does, you fail the forge, obviously you're all just standing still. Yeah, you and your group are all standing still. It matchmakes for you. And because you failed it, you get a small amount of rewards. Okay, it puts you back into orbit, and then it matchmakes you again and again and again and again. So in other words, you keep running the forge. It's an old trick, it's been going a long time, quite a lot of people have covered it, but maybe some of you guys don't know about it, so I'm just covering it now. So I'm going to the Valundra forge at the moment, and as you know I've got a really low power level running, so I've ignored everything. Just going to run straight down to the forge just to show you what to do, and then we'll quickly get on with the other things I think you can do. Now the reason we're doing this, and the reason we're going to leave it overnight, is because when you've done and you go to the postmaster at the tower, all the rewards that have dropped for you while doing this will be waiting for you. Now I've had this running for a few hours, you know, so if we ignite the forge, yeah, as you would normally, but bearing in mind we're a 308 power, we're really low. So if you try and get your power under 500, yeah, keep your power level under, and then you won't be matchmaked with other people that want to do that forge correctly. So hopefully here we'll quickly find some of the guardians around my power level. Now I'm not going to do loads and loads of this because it's boring just sitting there watching a character die over and over again. I'm just going to show you that it actually works, okay? Because when somebody first told me this a long time ago, I was like, no, that can't work, surely you'd get kicked. But no, it really does work. You can leave it for hours, and the only time it will stop is if you have a power cut or if your internet connection goes down. Other than that, this works. So let's see. Right, so we're matchmaking in right now. It found 3. I'll only let it run the one cycle because, like I say, it's going to take forever, and I don't want this stream to be a really long one. I want to keep this stream down for you guys that are watching on YouTube, so I don't want to waste your time too much. The other things that you can be doing, while I think about it, before Shadowkeep launches, is if you're in a clan, let's face it, a lot of people are, if you're a serious player, you're going to probably be in a clan, do not collect your clan engrams, okay? So just leave them to pile up. Now the idea is, when Shadowkeep launches, you're going to get your engrams, and you've got the possibility there it's going to drop a Shadowkeep piece of equipment, whether it be armor or a weapon, you know, is the possibility of it happening, and that's what you're hoping for. So okay, so here we are with other guardians. There we go, look. They're wearing random rubbish as well as me. They're not moving, as you can see. One, not moving. They'll be low level. We wait, we don't move, we just die. Happen. Normally be running around like crazy now, killing everything. That's not the aim of this. You see time remaining there on the left hand side, it's ticking down. We're currently on 48 seconds. Yeah, we all died. We all spawned back in. Recommended power 610. So you get the gist of it. You don't respawn, you just put your controller down on the floor or whatever, or on the sofa. Bearing in mind it vibrates, so obviously you don't want it to shake off the sofa. And also I'd leave it plugged in, so leave a cable plugged in, because your controller will auto shut down after a period of time, and if it does that it's going to basically not work. You need your controller to stay powered, so make sure it's plugged in, USB plugged in, and just set it down, walk away, leave it for hours, come back. I mean, if you come back and you've lost internet connection, that does happen. I've had it happen a few times. There's not a lot you can do about that, but it's better than trying to actually do this for hours on end, because you can collect any resource doing this. Now, for example, this one will drop. I'm trying to remember what this drops. Is it arcane? I can't remember now. It drops something. This particular one. Let me have a quick look. Can't remember what this drops. So yeah, okay, I've already done some of this. This drops Dusklight shards. Okay, this particular one. Now you can take them Dusklight shards to the EDZ, and you can basically use them to purchase things. Okay, so if you purchase from Devron and get yourself some weapons or armor or whatever, you can then break them down into legendary shards. So obviously you can end up with hundreds and hundreds of legendary shards. Right, cancel that. Cancel. We're not having a good time at cancelling, guys. Cancel. Thank you. Right, so if we go down to the director and see here, Traveller, how many we've got. Now there's a few of the bits you can do as well before Shadowkeep that I'm going to quickly go over. I'll try and keep this under 15 minutes, so like I say, it doesn't get tedious and boring. We've also got to go and find Zor. And let's go see. Let's move some equipment across using the old app. If the app decides to work, just thinking about it. Don't know if you guys use the app for moving your equipment around. Pretty handy, isn't it, really? Dokie. Because I don't want to be running around with a level 300 Guardian, really, do I? Not for general gameplay. So, right. Done. Flight takes forever, doesn't it? I know it's a loading screen, but wow, this takes forever and ever and ever. Come on, let's go. This broadcast is actually backing up to Mixer, so I'll be uploading it to other places, so you don't need to be watching this live. That's not the intention of it. The intention of it is so that you just can get on with a couple of these tips, watch the broadcast at your leisure and see from there. I'm also recording this at a funny time, so a lot of you guys will either be asleep or probably at work, but hey, can't help it when Zor visits. Zor, by the way, is apparently on IO, so we'll have to go and find him shortly. Okay, so we did some farming. I left this. I did come back to it and found that unfortunately it had disconnected, but let's see how many things we've got to collect. So we have 1,380 Dustlight shards to collect. So you see it does work. Now obviously you're going to do the other forges as well. I haven't done the other ones for quite a while. So we now have absolutely tons of the damn things. I need to go and do the other forges really. So yeah, 2,312. It's quite a lot, isn't it? And like I say, you can take them to Devron and we can convert them into some legendary shards and that type of thing. Okay. The other thing is, while we're there on our inventory quickly, before Shadowkeep, break down your shaders, guys. Just break them down. Not the green ones are crap, they only give you the normal currency. But if you break down some of the posh ones, yeah, Bright Dust, you're not going to be able to get Bright Dust after Shadowkeep launches. Okay, it's not going to be earnable in game, so break him all down to the bare necessities. Same with your ghosts. So if you've got any ghosts you don't like the look of, I mean I've got tons of the ones I don't like the look of, get rid of it. Bright Dust, there you go. You basically break everything down. I mean I've got a ton of ghosts sitting in my inventory in the vault, so yeah. Don't go to Zavala and collect his reward. Let's go and see if I've got any clan rewards quickly. I'm not going to collect anything. No prime engrams, nothing. Just leave them. I mean, what's the point? If you're 750 anyway, there's no real point in collecting them, is there? You're not really going to get anywhere. Which reminds me, let's quickly leave the 308 status. Still haven't settled on an armor set that I like. Oh well. What shall we have here, guys? Back to... and we went with that one, I think. Got a few that are 750. I've scrapped a load actually recently. So there we go. We're all set up for Menagerie with these boots on. You know why if you're running a Warlock. You know why. And we need a... is that it? About 750? No. Hand cannon. Ooh, anything will do. 750. Right, carry on. So, if you've got rewards, let's see if we've got any. Probably have. Don't collect. Just check.
You just never quit, do you? Took out golf, woke up
yep, we got clan rewards there. So it says it's a 750. Let's leave it. Let's see what happens when Shadowkeep launches. So I'm not going to collect that. Let's clear off to IO and see where Zor is. Now I'm not expecting him to have good stuff in all honesty. It's too near Shadowkeep. He's going to have old stuff, isn't he? Really. He's going to have old stuff, I'm sure of it. Giant Scar, apparently. He's in that area. I've been reliably informed. Let's go and see. Been a while since he's been on IO. Launching now. Loading screen. The other thing to do is to try and get your weapon quest done. So you may find when Shadowkeep launches, because obviously there's a higher power level, that some of the better weapons from this are going to be a necessity. Now, Outbreak Prime perfected, yeah. I reckon a lot of people are going to be using that particular weapon. Ablast, again, probably going to be using that. So if you haven't got these weapons, you know, do the quests, go and get them, make sure you're prepared. I'll put it this way, Nightfall is going to be 940 power level. Now think about that, we're 750 at the moment, even with some grinding, that is a big jump. So if it's a 940 power level, you've got 750 weapons, even 800 weapons, it ain't going to cut it. But if you've got the best ones that this offers right now, it's a bit of a head start in it. Hopefully it'll help. So let's go. Now where the hell is he? That's the thing. You know what he's like? He's normally where do we think he is? Yeah. Okay, let's go and see Zor. What we got today? Yes, I did just hit the wrong button. That was jump, wasn't it? No. Oh dear. Okay. That's really old. And nowadays doesn't pack enough punch to do the job. I've probably got one of those in my inventory right now. Lucky Pants. illegally modded holster precision hits load around to stowed hand cannons. Not the best perk in the world either, to be honest with you. That's why I pulled a face when I first saw all these. Nezarek's Sin, void kills increase ability regen, can be useful, but obviously you're going to be running a full void character. Looks pretty reasonable if you're on the fashion Destiny. There you go, again, really old. It's been around a long time. Helm of Saints 14, Ward of Dawn blinds enemies and grants overshield guarding blinds. Now, that's probably the pick of the bunch, to be honest, this Titan class helmet. It's not a bad one, and it's not bad looking either. There you go. With a shader on it can look a lot better. I mean, if we just pop something on it, there you go. Looks a lot better with a shader, doesn't it? Not a bad helmet, guys. I'm sure you've already got it though, because again, it's quite old. It's not bad in white, is it? Let's try this weird colour. Yeah. You must already have that. It's quite old. So maybe this, none of these, unless you haven't got them, of course. And there's always that one to try, isn't there? Lucky dip. So there he is. There's Zor. And location right there, giant scar. That's where he is, in the cave. Cave overlooks all manner of hell coming in. There we go. Getting shot. So there we go, that's where it is, near the drill. And that's it for today's stream, guys. Can I collect anything off this? Yes, I can. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll catch you again next time. Bye for now.